I didn't attach a light to start this video, and then sun, and yeah. All right. Hey guys, my name's Eric. Thanks for checking out my channel. Today we're gonna do a review on Moonlight Magic, which is a DVC event, or Disney Vacation Club event, that they do throughout the year. And I got to go to one as my first time as a DVC member, and thought I'd give you guys the lowdown on what I did and what I thought of the event. Ironically, I actually just got to register for the next one in Epcot for my trip coming up in May, and I'm really excited about that, which should give you an idea that I did enjoy this event. But before we get into all that, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel, especially if you like all things Disney like I do. And then follow me on Instagram and Twitter too, because I post things from my trip, like things from Moonlight Magic, on that feed all the time. So you won't want to miss out on any of that, all right? So I wanted to do this review, and I usually do these vlogs where I tell you more and like take you along with me, but I didn't really vlog the night because I was with a friend and I just wanted to enjoy the experience. But I still wanted to let you guys know what I thought about it. So we're gonna break this down into 5 different things, and we're gonna start with registration, food, merchandise, the rides, and the characters. All right, so we're gonna talk about those 5 things, and then we'll see what you guys think, and I'll just kind of give you my overall impressions as we go. Let's start with what it is real quick, and if you don't know, it is an event for DVC members. So basically, if you're a Disney Vacation Club member, you are invited to go to this event at Walt Disney World, and you go to each park once per year. So they do them at all the parks. I think they even do them at the water parks. We can go once per year. So this time I was at Magic Kingdom, and they give you this map and they tell you all this stuff about it. We'll go over all that as we go. Basically, you get a wristband and you're there after hours. It's usually from about 9:30 to 12 or 12:30. There's some special fireworks, rare character meet and greets, and then there's food and stuff. So let's get started and talk about the registration process. Now, the registration process was not very smooth for this event, but I can say after doing this morning for Epcot, it was an odd case, it seems like. There was just an issue where it would kick you out as soon as you were out of the virtual queue, which the queue process was really nice and really straightforward. But once you've been waiting for like 20 minutes and you're like, am I still gonna get tickets? To get instantly kicked out was not fun. Thankfully, to some Facebook groups and some other things, I knew I wasn't the only one, and they put up a hold on the queue and let you know they were working on it. They told you that Goofy had gotten into it, but I was able to get my tickets because when you are staying on property during one of these events, you actually get to register a week early. So I didn't think I'd get locked out, but I was a little bit nervous about it, right? And that's pretty normal when you're trying to buy tickets and you're seeing that you're number 800 or something. So just keep that in mind if you are trying to do one of these events. You shouldn't have too much of an issue, but when there are issues, just try to remain calm. I didn't attach a light to start this video, and then sun, and yeah. All right. That being said, the registration the day of the event was actually really smooth. They told you couldn't really get your wristbands and stuff until like a half hour before the event, or maybe it was like 4:30, I think. And you had to do it at the park, or you could do it at your resort, which is nice, but you also had to have your whole party there. And my friend was working, so I was like, I'm not meeting him until the event starts, so I didn't really want to have to wait in line at that point. But I went to one of the places, and there was a nice one from DVC there, and she gave me all my stuff, and it made my day a lot smoother. If you watch the vlog, you know I hopped over to Epcot and then came back to Magic Kingdom. But anyway, so that was really nice, and so yeah, registration, okay, not the best experience, but like I said, with Epcot, they actually fixed that a lot. So it must have just been a one-off bad experience, but just keep calm and keep trying, and usually you can get registered for these things. Let's talk about the food. So when you go to a Moonlight Magic event, everyone gets a voucher for a meal at a specific restaurant. So if you look at the map, the restaurants you could eat at for this event were Main Street Bakery, Casey's Corner, Aloha Isle, Pecos Bill, Columbia Harbor House, Pinocchio Village House, Strawberry Circus Snacks, and Cosmic Rays. So there's a lot of decent choices, and we actually went to Columbia Harbor House, and I hadn't eaten there before. So I got like the chicken nugget basket. It's a decent amount of food, and it's free. The event is free. I don't think I've mentioned that yet. But to get free food, which you know at Disney with a drink is gonna cost you $12 maybe for some chicken tenders, fries, and a drink. Not bad. I also think I mentioned this, but you can register as many people as your room can accommodate. So for me, since I was in a studio room, 4 people, and then just 2 of us went. But that's a decent amount of money, right? If you're going to take 4 people to get free food. Not a bad deal. To top it off, they also have unlimited Mickey ice cream bars you can get. So back in Storybook Circus, you go get a Mickey ice cream bar whenever you wanted one. They didn't tell, they just handed them out. So that was pretty cool, and that was a nice way to get a snack later on in the night and cool off a bit, because it actually was pretty warm for February. So let's talk about merchandise, and this is probably one of the things I was most disappointed in. They had t-shirts and hats, and that was about it, and I waited till the end. I didn't really want a t-shirt. I really wanted like a pin or something, but they didn't have anything like that. And so we went and checked it on the way out, and they were basically out of all the t-shirts, and so I just didn't get anything. It wasn't worth my time waiting in line. Disney fans love that kind of stuff, but I own so many t-shirts, I just didn't need another one. So I passed up on that. So a little bit disappointed there. I thought they could do a pin. It would have just been nice. It could have been a generic Moonlight Magic pin. Didn't have to be specifically branded for this event. You know, it didn't have to say Magic Kingdom on it. But yeah, anyway, that was merchandise. So let's talk about the rides. The rides are probably the best part of the night. Now, most rides are open. It's kind of like extra magic hours. Not everything is open, but a majority of the things were. And most of the lines we walked right on. So like Splash Mountain, we walked right on. Big Thunder Mountain, we walked right on. It was a really easy time to go on rides. So highly recommend that if you want to do that and have to worry about fast passes for once. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train still had a longer line. I think it was about an hour, and so we decided not to ride that one. But we also rode Peter Pan's Flight, and we even went to the normal queue, which I never go through the normal queue because I always have a fast pass for that ride. And that was kind of cool because that is a really interactive queue, and they've just done some really neat things with it. So it was fun to do that and have that experience for once. But yeah, rides, definitely a plus for this event. I'm curious how they're gonna do that at Epcot because there aren't as many rides. Now, it'll be nice to be able to ride Frozen and Soarin' pretty easily, but I'm curious how they make you fill out your time a little bit more when there aren't as many rides to choose from. So the second thing that I'm gonna kind of poo-poo on this evening, I just said poo-poo. We're gonna go with it, are the characters. I didn't really enjoy the character experiences. I got to meet some rare characters, and there were some great ones, but overall, I thought the character choices they had out were kind of weak. I thought they could be a little more inventive with it. There were a lot of classic Disney characters, like Clara Cluck, but you also had Chip and Dale, Mickey and Minnie, and you can meet them all the time. They were in different outfits, but it really wasn't that extravagant to me to care that much. There were some other rare ones, like Meg was out with Pain and Panic, but when we went to look, the line was really long for her, and Pain and Panic weren't out, so you were only meeting Meg, which to me wasn't worth waiting in a long line just to meet one character and to miss out on most of the experiences. It reminded me a lot of the Christmas party where there were just long lines for the characters, and I thought that was a little bit of a bummer because I just expected it to be a little bit easier to meet some of the characters. And like I said, the characters they had out weren't great. With that being said, I did get to meet some cool characters. I got to meet Ariel and Eric, and I hadn't met Ariel in a human form yet, so that was really cool. I got to meet the evil queen in the Wicked Witch form. I think it's Wicked Witch? Evil Witch? That's right. Got to meet her in that form, and that was a lot of fun because she was trying to feed me an apple, and she's really creepy, but she still signed my autograph book. And then I also got to meet Longfellow and Gideon from Pinocchio, which I was very happy at because Longfellow wasn't out during the day. I wouldn't have waited in the line during the day had I known they were going to be out. So again, it felt like a little bit of a cop-out to have them out that night when they had just been out in Magic Kingdom all day long. And then they also had some other people, like Dr. Facilier was out and Lewis, but their lines were just really long, and I just wasn't in the mood to wait in those lines. I probably should have. I don't know. In hindsight, maybe I feel a little bit like I missed out on some of those experiences, so I might prioritize them a bit more in Epcot. I'm not sure. Let me know what you would have done in the comments. Like, how long would you wait in line for a character meet and greet at an event that's kind of exclusive and limited, or would you prioritize the rides? One last thing about characters is there was a dance party over in Tomorrowland, and we headed over there only to find out that Darkwing and Launchpad were out. I would have spent more time over there. But anyway, so Darkwing and Launchpad were out, and that was awesome. So I got to get a selfie with Darkwing. I was thinking about getting him to try and sign my autograph book, but I'm really weird about, he's a roaming character. He's not really supposed to do it, and I just don't want to break the rules or start a line and be like the guy that got it done. So I didn't force it. It was okay. So I got a selfie with him, got some video of Darkwing dancing, which was awesome. And they actually were out for a while because the fireworks started while we were over there. So they were just chilling. They stopped dancing and they just watched the fireworks. So that was really neat, and I'm glad they had them out. And they also had some rare characters from Lilo and Stitch. Jumba, I think is his name. And then the rabbit-like character, which I don't know because I never watched Stitch's series, but apparently he's very rare. But they were out as well. So it's just kind of cool. Would have been cool to have some more of those characters as meet and greets, because like Phineas and Ferb were also meet and greets, but they're part of the Lost Friends that are out in Town Square all the time now. So it just was like, all right. But there were some rare ones. Can you tell that I really, really, really like meeting Disney characters? I'm not the only one. I know that. So that's it. Those are the 5 things that I thought were kind of interesting, or at least worth talking about in this process. I'm excited to see how it differs in Epcot. I've been told by other DVC members that it's very different, again, because there aren't as many rides, and so like the characters, I've been told there aren't as many characters as well, so I'm really interested to see what they do and how they handle that. So be sure to subscribe to my channel because I'll be posting more about that after my trip in May. Let me know if you have any other questions about Moonlight Magic. I basically would give it about a B rating in terms of whether or not I liked it overall. I thought it was fun. It was nice to just be out and enjoy the time, but I just didn't feel very forced to do anything, and I felt like I didn't really do a whole lot in those 3 hours. So I did get to ride some rides, which is awesome, and being able to walk on a ride without having to wait in line is always just a blessing at this point at Walt Disney World because it's just so rare. So we'll see how it goes at Epcot. Hopefully this gives you an idea of what the event is like if you are thinking about joining DVC or you've been invited by a DVC member. Like I said, leave me some comments below or questions below. Hit me up on Instagram and Twitter as well. And be sure to hit that subscribe button because I will have my last Walt Disney World vlog from February going up really soon, hopefully next week. And then I've got Star Wars Celebration coming up. I will be at that Star Wars Celebration next week this time. So lots going on, just a crazy time to be a Disney fan, just so many good things. Got my Avengers Endgame tickets. That was an experience in and of itself. Speaking of digital cues. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. I hope you guys are doing well, and until next time, have a really magical day.